New Lord of the Rings movies coming. Warner Brothers and Embracer Group agreed. New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers Pictures have signed a new long-term deal with Embracer Group's Middle-earth Enterprises to work together on new Lord of the Rings films. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav shared this good news during the company's Q4 2022 review meeting on Thursday. Zaslav had stated in previous interviews that there was a need for more Lord of the Rings films on the big screen. Warner Brothers Discovery has confirmed that after nearly a year of negotiations to renew the rights to new Lord of the Rings films, games and products, it has reached a long-term agreement with the Embracer Group that will allow multiple Middle-earth feature films to be made in the future. Exactly 20 years after The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King movie, which broke the Oscar record with the new agreement, the way for new films has been opened. Peter Jackson's 6 films have grossed nearly $6 billion at the worldwide box office. New Line and Warner Brothers Animation are currently producing animation The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, which takes place 183 years before the events of The Lord of the Rings. The film, which tells the fate of the legendary king of Rohan, Helmut Tokmakel, is scheduled to be released in theaters on April 12, 2024. Lee Ginchard, CEO of Free Mode, the operational group of Embracer Group, said in a statement today. Following our recent acquisition of Middle-earth Enterprises, we are excited to embark on this new collaborative journey with New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers Pictures and to bring J.R.R. Tolkien's unique world back to the big screen in new and exciting ways, he said. We recognize how valuable these works are, and by working with our partners at New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers Pictures, we plan to honor the past, look to the future, and remain committed to the strongest values of quality and production. Warner Brothers Pictures co-chairs and CEOs Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi made the following comments about the deal. 20 years ago New Line Cinema took the unprecedented leap to bring the incredible stories, characters, and world of The Lord of the Rings to the big screen. The result was a landmark film series embraced by generations of fans. But while both trilogies are lovingly made, the vast, complex, and dazzling universe envisioned by J.R.R. Tolkien is largely unexplored in the film. It's an honor to have the opportunity to invite our fans deep into the cinematic world of Middle-earth, and we're excited to partner with Middle-earth Enterprises and Embracer on this adventure. Regardless of this deal, Amazon acquired the series rights to The Lord of the Rings in a separate TV rights deal worth approximately $250 million in 2018. Featured on Prime Video, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power completed its first season starting in September 2022 and began filming for Season 2. New Lord of the Rings games are also coming. In addition, Embracer Group, which now owns the rights to the Lord of the Rings video games with the acquisition of Middle-earth Enterprises, recently announced that a total of 5 Lord of the Rings video games will be released in the next 2 years. In its latest statement, Embracer Group stated that the company has 5 productions in production with its third-party partners, and they will be released in the next 24 months. The company hasn't directly announced these titles, but they likely include Daedalic's The Lord of the Rings, Gollum, free-range games The Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria, EA's mobile game The Lord of the Rings, Heroes of Middle-earth and Wada's new game with GTA company Take-Two, which has not yet been named. The complexity of copyright also plays a role in the long absence of new Lord of the Rings movies. Middle-earth Enterprises is the worldwide exclusive motion picture, play, commercial, stage and other rights venture to certain Tolkien literary works, including The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. For over 40 years they have licensed and produced films, plays, stage productions and commercial products based on these works. Embracer Group bought these rights from Saul Zaentz last August.